Hey, WAC people. This is the OCT, Octavius Haye, and I want to thank you for tuning in to our page today. We greatly appreciate it. If you are listening to the podcast, you can also find it on PODBEAN. The link will be in the description. And if you listen to our music, you can also listen on SoundCloud and DatPiff. Both links will be in the description also. And as always, please remember to like the video, leave a comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification button so you're informed every time we drop new content. Now enjoy this whack wisdom. I am whacking off.
It's the WACCast podcast, yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack to me,
yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack
It's
to me.
the WACCast podcast, yeah.
We talk whack right now, we talk whack right now, we talk whack right now, we talk whack right now.
Whoa. What is up, white people? Hey, hello everybody, and thank you for listening. I hope that everybody's having an amazing day as always. I am the Honorable OCT Octavius Haye, along with my co-host, the I don't know what is this, the endurance E-Rob? You got a lot of endurance, E?
Yeah, man, yeah.
Alright, that's what's up, man. And you all are listening to the WACCast podcast. E, how you doing, man, with all that endurance and stuff?
Great.
That's what's up, man. Well, listen, man. You ready to talk whack today?
Let's talk whack to
Let's
him.
talk whack to him, bro. So, let's go ahead and start off first and foremost. This is such a big thing, a big topic this past week. Joe Budden's podcast, his co-host Rory and Maul, they have left. They are not on there. And a lot of people are talking about infighting and stuff. What say you, E?
Man, what about your friends? What happened? I thought y'all was friends, man. And then it just more recording, more podcasts, more money in the situation, and like, man, y'all kind of talking kind of grimy on thing. You could see some animosity, some hostilities popping up in some of these casts.
Definitely, man. And I've been a Joe Budden podcast for a few years, a Joe Budden podcast fan for a few years now. And so I remember back in 2018, I thought it was 2019, but that's just because COVID messed up my timeline for a minute. But it was actually back in 2018. I remember thinking like, dang, Rory, like, why don't you stand up to Joe? Like, Joe always like put you down, he'd joke about you. I kind of feel like Rory was always picked on the most. And then I remember once it got to New Year 2019, Rory started getting a little bit more aggressive and started challenging Joe more and arguing his points and arguing longer than what he used to do. He always would somewhat argue a point, but now he was really coming at him and like talking a little tough with him. And I was like, okay, Rory kind of getting tired of Joe Budden stuff. So it just brings it all the way to now, when you told me that they went on the podcast and they was kind of having a little situation with each other, and I had heard and I had already watched the video where they was talking about that when they was talking about the royal family stuff. So I'm like, to me, it's kind of like it was bound to happen because as a fan, I've been seeing that Joe gets on Rory's nerves sometimes because he keep playing and Rory don't want to play no more. And he's got like, can you just hear what I'm saying instead of joking about every time I say something?
This has been built up. This has been accumulating all the way.
Because I be getting mad. I be like, man, let the man say what he got to say. Stop playing with him. He trying to talk.
And it's just kind of tough because it's the Joe Budden podcast. It's not,
Yeah, that's true. It is the Joe Budden podcast, man. And that's one thing that your favorite guy, Academics, was talking about. Did you watch the video?
I did.
You watched the whole thing?
Yep.
He was getting it.
He seems mad, but maybe I feel like he might just want a job too. Come on, man.
He was saying he was offering them a job. He said, I'll pay you what Joe pay you to do my yard work.
Come on.
He said he a multi-millionaire, he's a boss, Joe's a boss, and they workers, and they've been portraying to be bosses when really they following Joe's lead.
Taking shots, but hey, I'm actually not too mad at this. He was on Complex and he can hold his own, and hey.
And then his own stuff, you know, his DJ Academic stuff. He got people working for him finding these stories and stuff.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, man, man's a business. And plus, him and Rory kind of got beef because Rory came to his house and left him a card saying some slick stuff.
They got just some other stuff.
So now he calls him Ruby. Said it out that he cheated on his girl, that Rory cheated on his girl. And there's been a lot of back and forth between them. So I already knew when I saw on YouTube that Act was saying something, oh, he's about to go in. That's one of my favorite pastimes is watching him talk stuff about Rory. But anyway, though, a lot of people some people are saying that this had to do with money. Joe saying it wasn't about money, it was about like personal stuff between them. What do you think?
Well, definitely some of the stuff they were saying was some red flags. Like they was, you know, they do the live thing, we on live, but then the way they say it, I ran it back and you said X, Y, Z. What if we not that like that? I was like, dang. So
I didn't think that was that big a deal though. It seemed like he was joking to me. Everybody
and that could have just been the humor, but it just, I guess it landed wrong, or but we actually mad or what's up. They don't show up now, or pay. I don't know. I feel like it is a money thing a little bit. Cause like, what are they? They can't be getting paid more than Joe. You know.
Definitely not. I think. Well, then again, this is academics saying this, so take it with a grain of salt. He said that Roy and Maul make $50,000 combined, so pretty much $25,000 each a year is what he was saying, which I don't believe that at all. But yeah, I don't know, because you know they had the Spotify deal. Joe nixed that, and then they had like a blank check deal. Another company was like giving Joe a blank check, pretty much. You decide to figure, and Joe turned that down. I guess maybe they wanted a little bit more control or something. And you know he's doing the thing with Patreon and starting his own network.
Lots of new things.
So maybe money went down after the Spotify thing is what I'm saying. So maybe it is that they hurt for money, and maybe that's led to personal things too. Like, so maybe Joe is right, and maybe other people are right.
I feel like it just might be done with this course. It might have done this course, man. It might be done. And if it's time for a shake-up or something new, they got to change something up or something like that. But I don't know. If this has been built up from time going, even like this, something probably needs to happen. I feel like whatever comes next is going to be some good content, you know?
I don't know, man. I feel like Joe might have to drop another album or something. He might have to get some buzz, something going on, man, because it's looking bad right now out here filming, and they not coming to work. Now, you know, Joe's saying that he told Rory to take some time off. Saw Rory was having a little attitude problem, and that Maul didn't like that. He was telling Rory that because he's like, well, how can you decide if somebody got to leave? I thought we was all working together. Which my response to Maul would be, who owns the show? That's how he can tell you. And if you thought that you all were together, then maybe you should have been like, let's do a three-way partnership. Yeah, so that's why Maul. That's apparently why Maul's not showing up. You know, is that he doesn't like the way that I guess Joe kind of flexed his bossness right there on him. But I mean, what you thought was gonna happen? He the boss. He in control. He's the one who decides to deal with what y'all do and don't do. And y'all get surprised and get told about it afterwards sometimes. You know, they talked to the previous, before anything was bad, like years ago, about how they thought that Joe was kind of messing things up. I don't know, man. It's a crazy thing. One of the things that Joe said is that he and Roy are going to have to go to therapy, though. What you think about going to therapy with your friend?
This is like a new, we live in this mental health time. So like,
Would you do it?
We got into it. Nah.
Like you're like, man, come on, let's go to therapy.
Let's
work on our issues,
what?
man.
What?
He just doesn't communicate with me anymore.
Oh man, bro. Talking too whack, bro.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about, Doctor. He's taking all this as a joke. He's not even trying to participate.
Oh. They're just gonna be writing shit now.
Do you want this to work?
Mm-hmm.
I just feel so alone in this partnership. You know, I'm gonna have to show up. Oh man. No, I don't know.
Speaking of show out, man. Yeah. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna feel my piece on the therapy stuff real fast. I don't got a problem with the therapy thing. You know, if that's what works for you and your friend, it's never bad to talk about if you got an issue, especially with somebody you care about. It's good to talk it out. And if y'all maybe can't have that conversation one-on-one because y'all start talking over, sometimes you do need a mediator, whether that's another friend or, you know, a loved one or a therapist, you know, which is pretty much what when you do like a couples, whether it's relationship-wise or friendship-wise, family-wise, whenever you do like a couple or a pair therapy session, that's pretty what the therapist is a mediator to make sure both sides get what they feel off their chest and that it's heard by the other person. So I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, if it works, I mean, yeah, that's what they paid for, and yeah.
So look, basically, you know, Joe Budden, is he tripping again? I don't know. This is like one of the continuing saga of Joe Budden where everybody talks about he always ruins everything with his attitude. Maybe, maybe not. The only time will tell is the Joe Budden podcast over or not. Well, I guess we'll see after therapy what they decide to do. I've enjoyed the show. You know, you've enjoyed the show. A lot of people have. So do I want it to end? No. But if it does end, like Joe said, they made history. Just, you know, so he did something.
We use the blueprint. We got the, you know.
Yeah, maybe we'll get that. Maybe we'll get that next record from Joe, just like we got that next record from the demon himself, Lil Damien, Lil Nas X, who has decided that he wants to dry hump Satan and sell devil shoes with human blood in them.
Yeah, you know.
No, it is human blood. That's not alleged. That's human blood.
Okay.
What do you think about that, brother?
Man. Well, he is the center of I will say entertainment right now. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to meshing art and the music and expressing myself, and of course you throw the religion mix in there, it's gonna ruffle some feathers, and he has done that.
Yeah, no, he definitely has. And as far as marketing go, this is an A+, man, because he's been a talk in the industry with this stuff. Like, he's one of the hot topics right now from the video to the shoes to like having 666 pairs. You know, this would start out, man. So, you know, when I did you watch the video?
I watched it once, yeah.
So when I saw it, I only watched it once too. I ain't go front, man. I was a little disturbed, a little bit.
Yeah.
It was consumed.
I wasn't gonna do it at first, but then I said 17 million in one day.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
definitely, man. I did it for the show. I guess I gotta watch it if I'm gonna talk about it. So I watched it. You know, him stripper poling down from heaven to hell and twerking on the devil and licking the devil and then snapping his neck and him becoming the devil. It was a little out there for me. But we both watched the video. What did you think?
Well, I think this is first off, it didn't hit me as hard as some other people because I feel like people were attached with the kid thing because he was like, the Old Town Road is such a pop-friendly kind of record, and then it gets way more edgy. It's not the per se what you would want to just be, you know, showing that you want this to be a mature audience only kind of thing for, you know, for an artist.
Right, I feel you on that. What you think of the shoes?
That's just marketing. I mean,
would you rock some if somebody got a pair for you? They got them devil shoes, nigga, human blood, nigga, sacrifice. We gonna put them on?
Nah. Nah, probably not.
I sell. Somebody gave me a pair of them.
I know there's some sneakerheads who will want. I probably let them hit the market one more time.
I'll wait a little bit, watch how them numbers, cause you know a lot of them people gonna sell them. A lot of people gonna get them just to sell them for high up. So I'm gonna look and see what the numbers is looking like. If it look like it's starting to dip down a little bit, alright, let me go ahead and sell these real fast.
You wanna cover up the sole of your feet with that, man?
I don't, but somebody do. I'm sure you got some people that's gonna buy it and wear them and show them off. I got my devil shoes, human blood, nigga.
Yeah.
Sacrifice. Oh man, but of course, naturally, because of all of this. Well, let me give my thoughts on the video first. So the music video. So the video, yeah, I said I was a little uncomfortable. I gotta say, even still though, it was creative. Was he supposed to be Chris Tucker in what was it, the Sixth Element or the Fifth Element? The Fifth Element? I don't know.
Yeah.
Was he supposed to be Chris Tucker in that? You know, when he changed up and he got like them? Cause it was kind of like the wardrobe. You know. That's what I thought of when I saw it. I was like, is this like Chris Tucker inspired?
Oh man.
And then yeah, I don't know. The beginning of it when he like licked himself, that was weird. And then yeah, like him just like coming down the pole, and I'm like, okay, this nigga he been rehearsing this. I got you, bro. Alright, but yeah, I probably will never watch it again. It's not for me. I'm a straight, I'm a heterosexual male, so
straight play.
I don't think that's, that video is for me to watch. I actually thought the song was kind of cool. I don't know. I actually when I was listening, I was like, this ain't a half bad song, but I'm like not even.
The visuals definitely change the perspective of the song.
It does.
If I just heard audio only, I would have been like,
I'm in the background at a party or something. He's like, whatever.
Like, okay. This nigga sliding down a pole.
Yeah.
Giving this.
Yeah, man, it was crazy, bro.
It changes. You know what I'm saying?
So of course he brought the religion into it, and because of that, which is anybody would have been able to see, a lot of Christians and more conservative-minded people are pretty much outraged about this. Him bringing devil imagery and celebrating the devil, demonic stuff. They think that is wrong, and I guess kind of like praising the devil a little bit. So what do you think about? Well, first his response to that was, when the Christian faith made him feel bad about himself and wanted to die because he was gay and he was told that he was wrong. So pretty much he's saying, I'm happy that y'all feeling bad. Y'all kind of like saying you getting a taste of what I felt as a young gay boy who was told I was wrong. Now I'm making you uncomfortable. What you think about that, E?
First off, a lot of this was just going into the rock. I would say heavy rock, star rock-ish. It would go into that, the metal things. And I think he's just like trying to be as bold as possible, as edgy as possible, and like I think that's what that is, man.
What do you think about his stance against the church, though, as far as saying you made him feel, or they made him feel like he wanted to die, made him feel bad, like he was doing something wrong, and now because of that, he's gonna do whatever he wants. He doesn't care about how they feel. What do you think about that part?
It's the religious doctrine, and that people got their beliefs, and they stick to them.
Do you agree either way, on either side? Do you agree with church? Do you agree with him?
We're talking about religion, so I'm not really, what I'm saying, more spiritual. I always do that,
Okay.
Than religion. So it's automatically clash, and then just being, gay for him, of course he's gonna have those people who disagree with it just because of that. So he's taking the backlash just with it, I guess.
Okay, but as far as like what he said though, what is your opinion on? Do you think that he was wrong for saying that? Do you think that was right? Do you think that he has a point? Are you on his side? You against his side? Try to get an understanding of what you think, as far as both sides. What your opinion is
about
on the statement
about the Christian
about what he said about religious people made him feel uncomfortable. Now he's gonna make them feel uncomfortable.
Well, if it hits, it hits. First.
Do you agree with it?
That's the attack. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I agree with it. That's what he's moving for. I feel like, again, he's being as provocative, whatever. I'm with the most imagery that's going to piss people off. That's what's the intent, I feel like,
Okay, so I see E-Rob is playing it safe.
He also has the country programming. Like, he was a country star now, you know what I'm saying? Let's not undermine that part.
Alright, okay, I see E's gonna play it safe, so I gotta take that jump off the ledge for the pod again. Okay, so like, as far as the Christian church and him, yes, the Christian church does do a lot of making gay people feel bad, shaming a lot of gay people, making them stay silent. And, whatever your personal opinion is, that I look at it as a form of bullying. Whoever you are is who you are, I would say to gay people a lot of times, it's like, I don't understand why you want to be in the Christian faith when so much of that is against homosexuality. You had your own faith, but that's whatever y'all do. From his standpoint, though, I 100% understand what he's saying. Like I said, not agree to a degree. But at the same time, this I do think like the devil is the negative of that religion. So when you put yourself in that position, it's like you are kind of making a mockery of that religion. But I don't know, because like he said, it did bully him. So I think it's a slippery slope. It's kind of both have their points to a degree to me. I see both sides of it. I can't really pick either way, but I can say that, yes, 100% Christianity does, condemn homosexuality. Homosexuals do feel a negative impact from that if they grow up around that lifestyle, and at the same time, the devil is viewed as the ultimate evil, so that does offend the Christian religion, the Christian faith. Even those who are nice to gay people don't try to make them change, just don't want to be associated with that or whatever. So it's not a black and white thing for me. And now it looks like, from all of this controversy, Nike is suing the company that made those shoes, because they used the Nike shoes without doing a deal with Nike. I guess they just bought like 666 pairs of Nike shoes and just sold them, without Nike's consent. And now everybody's like, a lot of people are saying cancel Nike. And Nike like, what the hell? We didn't do nothing. We didn't know nothing about this.
And now he got the sneakerheads involved. See how he just got everybody in the mix about some shit?
Power play, man. The sneakerheads are loyal, man. They'll keep coming around and complaining about George, but coming back every time to get another pair. Little sneakerheads, bro. But what you think about that, man? As far as him not telling Nike, I think that was stupid.
Yeah, but he didn't
go through Nike. Open yourself up for a lawsuit.
You didn't go through Nike. It was like a little company that just customizes shoes. Like, they buy shoes and then they customize them.
Yeah, but now he's selling them. Instead of giving away for free, he's selling them with the Nike brand.
I think that's just adding to it. It's just added to the rarity of the product. I feel now it's going to be even more reason that we got to get our hands on one of those 666.
I mean, yeah, it's good for us, but I don't know how good that is for him. They start bringing out these lawyers and doing all this stuff. Who knows how much they'll end up.
Yeah, I say ride that wave till you can't no more, bro. Like, I don't even name.
I say good business too at the same time, bro. You gotta think in the future. Riding the wave now, you might have a moment, but I guarantee you, if you don't do nothing else hot, we ain't gonna be thinking about this in December. And you gonna still have that giant ass lawsuit that you gotta go to court for. You gotta pay them lawyers, and God forbid you lose, and gotta pay millions.
If we just leaning on music, you better keep coming with these videos with all that kind of stuff.
You better get freaky with an angel or something. Have Jesus on the cross and get up on him and ride him. I don't know. Or have Jesus on the pole and then he get up on the... Okay, let me stop. Hey man, I swear to God, if I see that, I need my cut. I need my 20%. I gave you that idea. Crucified stripper Jesus, I gave you that idea. Okay, let's move on. For somebody want to fight me like Quavo and Saweetie was fighting in the elevator, man. Damn, what's up with this elevator and black couples fighting? Man. God, what's the football player that beat his girl up? Yeah, and right, you got Jay-Z and Beyonce in the elevator. Now you got Saweetie and Quavo. What was they fighting over? What was that orange thing? I'm an old head. I don't know. I'm a broke boy. I'm an old head and a broke boy, so I can't tell what that was they was fighting over. But I guess she was trying to get in the elevator. I don't know what was going on. She was trying to get in the elevator. He trying to stop her, or I don't know. They got into it. It looked like he swung her around. She ran to the wall, hurt her leg, and he had like the, "Ooh, my bad, I hurt your face." He was like, "Oh."
Look at that camera like,
Nah. But yeah, man, I guess like your first take, even when you saw the video, what'd you think?
Well, it seemed like a couple arguing, domestic dispute. Wasn't much. It was not that much, kind of boxed her out, didn't put the hands on her, didn't throw a punch, it was a show,
So you okay with it? You like, alright, it's cool.
I didn't see too much.
I mean, it's still your line. Hey man, look, I understand when you in a relationship with somebody, sometimes it can go a little further than what it needs to. Everybody talk that good talk about, oh, you need to walk away, but sometimes things just happen. And you don't even realize it's happening until it's happening. Like you kind of into it. Now that being said, no, I don't condone that behavior. But I know that you can't just pretend that this doesn't happen, and there aren't times when people are flawed. I'm not the biggest Migos fan, and so this is not me trying to defend Quavo or nothing like that. But I'm just, from what I saw, like he said, I saw a moment where they was fighting over some bags, and that's really what it stayed with. It would just stay with them tugging on some stuff, and it got a little crazy. And as soon as she fell, he stopped, and it was over. He stopped it. He looked like he felt bad. I saw it. Looked like he was like, damn, man, this kind of went too far. And he just picked up the bags and walked up, and she got up limping, which I thought was kind of, I ain't gonna front, I kind of chuckled when she started limping. But yeah, though, E, so with all this happening, earlier in the week, it kind of was like a group of people on the internet, a contingent of fans that were kind of calling Saweetie a gold digger, saying she was only with Quavo for the money, bringing up old clips, bringing up stuff she said on Justin Combs' podcast, her ex, about just saying little things like, man want to get back with me, they gotta give me money, and he can pick what guy he wants for the threesome, and just slick stuff like that. You like, damn man, she do Quavo like that? Quavo is simp, like that's how it kind of came off, as like, damn, this nigga's like lame. So a lot of people kind of upset with her about that. Now with this video added, do you think that changes? I know there's still some people on his side, some people on her side, but do you think that ultimately that might change the narrative a little bit more to be on Saweetie's side? I think her more the victim.
I still feel like they both benefited off each other, so she was just with them for her moment. I feel like they both benefited.
Okay, how did he benefit off of her?
Just being with another rapper that's just there. The whole icy thing. I feel like that was a.
Man, it ain't nothing. Quavo was a part of the Migos, man. He like one of the biggest artists. He doesn't need that. That's like saying.
So that didn't help though. If he doesn't need it, that didn't help.
I mean, I don't think anything significant came from it. I think Quavo was Quavo. I really 100% believe it was just shine. It was just shine on her, like he was who he is, and she glowed up off of him.
Well, I just ain't heard much from music-wise from Quavo in a while.
Yeah, I got you. But he's still doing
And maybe he's gonna come with this heat now after all of this, after all these allegations, it gets done and it's all settled.
You know he gotta come with a solo record talking about it.
I think so, man.
Yo, he gotta come with. Oh man, you think he gonna have an R&B artist on that? Or he gonna just do it all solo by himself? He gonna be singing the hook.
What you got, Migo?
People like, you gave me lemons, and all I did was try to give you lemonade. Hey, I don't know, man, but another crazy thing that coming out of this is, Justin LaBoy, who's the co-host on that podcast with Justin Combs, Saweetie's boyfriend, a rumor going around the Migos beat him up.
They beat him up.
There's a rumor going around. It might, I don't know if it's been verified or not yet, but that was at least a rumor as of yesterday or the day before that he got beat up by the Migos outside of a club, man. I guess for her being on the podcast. I'm like, that's not even the ex. Why you beating the dude up that's the friend? Go find the ex. You know what I'm saying?
Like some fake news. I don't know though. I don't know.
But Migos be jumping people though. So I was like, that's the only reason why I could kind of believe it, cause they do be jumping people. But I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna see right here if I find anything. What the heck is this? What the heck? Bro, this is stupid stuff. Okay, I'm looking on Shade Room, the source for information in the black community. I don't see nothing just off a quick zoom through, and I looked at them pictures last night, so who is this? I'm taking up the show. Alright, so yeah. That's Bernice. Alright, anyway. So yeah, that's the rumor. I think if that's true, I think that's a sucker move. Like I said, he's not even her ex. She one who got on the show. Ain't nobody forced her on the show. And really, they didn't even say nothing crazy. They asked her questions. They didn't know what her answers was gonna be. She the one who said all that crazy stuff, making you look like a fool. So you should be mad at her, not him. He was actually like, hey, don't you ever want to do something nice for your boyfriend and like treat him good? And she the one who said, why do boyfriends want to be girlfriends? So I mean, that's not on him. He was trying to throw you a ball like, yeah, do something good for you, man.
Sucks to have this division going on, right? They thought it was goals about a week ago, and then like now it's this domestic shit in the elevator, which is stuff we've seen before. How does it get there, man?
I don't know. Niggas like to fight in elevators, I guess. Have spousal fights in elevators. That's what it is. What it is. Man.
Take the stairs. Walk it out. Walk
right?
it out.
Like, hold on, we famous black people. We gotta take the stairs. Or we gonna fight. All right, man. So real fast, we're not gonna spend too much time on this because it's just starting. But the case for the murder of George Floyd has started. Officer Derrick Chauvin, I think is how you say his last name, is being tried right now. Again, just starting out early in the case. I think today they had they had like some witnesses to it. The day they were in it, I saw them interviewing one of the people that worked at the store he was in. So hoping that everything goes well, man. Real fast, man, do you think that he'll be charged? That Derrick Chauvin will be charged with murdering George Floyd?
No. It just doesn't happen much. I'm just not expecting. If it does, it just hasn't. It just doesn't happen usually, man.
Yeah, usually, you're right.
So I'm not gonna be in shock if it doesn't.
I feel you, man. So yeah, as far as I'm go, I don't think so either. I'm hoping that he will because there's just too much time that he was on him that you can reasonably say that they can find a way out of it. He just was on it for too long. To me, I'm like, usually they can sugarcoat or get out of something, but he was on his stomach, 3 cops on him, handcuffed. I don't know. I'm hoping, but I don't know. If he is charged, you think that he'll serve any real time, or they'll try to give him as lenient a sentence as possible?
That part. Yeah, he's not gonna. If he gets charged, they're gonna want more. I feel like whatever it is, like that ain't enough. Unless they give him death. Do you think they would give him death?
No, I don't think they'll give him death. The only reason I don't think they'll give him death is because I don't think they have enough to say that he was planning to murder him.
Yeah, see.
And that's why. So I think that I think they're good. They'll have to give him some type of murder because he did kill him and he was reckless, and the man was telling him he couldn't breathe. So there's something there, but I think with a good lawyer you can still argue that he didn't intend to murder him.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I don't know. Does New York give you the death penalty? I don't know. I need to look at that. I should know that. And then finally, man, if he is not charged, well, what do you think is gonna happen, man? As far as riots, what you think some crazy riots all over the country, all over the world, or different parts?
It'll ignite Black Lives Matter again. I really don't want to go through that again.
I'm telling you.
But if it does, I can't even be mad at people for feeling a way about it. You know what I'm saying? So if this is one of the things we just got to go through, and the stuff has to be right in the lens for everybody to see again, the injustice has to be on the lens for everybody to see one more time, that's just what that is. We'll proceed accordingly because right is right, and this is one of them times that if it's not handled, justice isn't served, it's gonna get called out.
Nah, definitely, man. I honestly do. I fear of what will happen if they get a not guilty verdict and he walks. I fear what's gonna happen, not just there. Wait, was that one in New York? I'm tripping. I said New York, didn't I?
Yeah, that was in Milwaukee, right? Yeah, Minnesota. So I don't know.
My bad, y'all. Wherever it was, I don't know if they got death penalty, but not just there, but like across the country, maybe even across the world, or at least parts of it. I do fear there's gonna be like just some craziness on the scale of like the Watts riots or Rodney King, or even what happened in Ferguson, but just at a larger scale. I think people are going to flip out and go crazy. I really do. And on the opposite side, I think that the white supremacist people are going to come out and go crazy and start shooting at us. I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to be a race war like per se, but I think there's going to be some race confrontations off of this. So let's hope that we'll keep updated if there's any major changes to the case. And of course, once the verdict comes through, we will discuss that on the show. Hopefully we get justice. We with the family of George Floyd, of course, all of us together. Black people, of course, and then everybody that's on the side of right, we all together with this. So let's hope that justice is served and the police is held accountable for abusing their powers. But yeah, I think that's it for today, man. We had a good show. Anything else to eat before we go?
R.I.P. Nip, man. So I think it's 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, of course. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, West Coast legend, West Coast king, loving father, loving boyfriend to Lauren London, and forever a huge part in music history and history of culture. So we love that. The marathon continues, y'all. But yeah, again, that is it for us today. We thank you so much for tuning in. We hope to take in our whack wisdom as always, and we hope that you return next week to get a little bit more of it, if you're not sick of us. So that being said, this is the WACCast podcast, and we are whacking off.
It's the WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack
It's
to
the
me.
WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.